everybody, good morning. This is Jean here, Jean Truelove from Truelove Quilts for You. I am in my sewing room this morning and I'm working on my quilt here that I'm free motion quilting. I just did a video, I guess it was yesterday. Before I get started, I got to tell you what happened. So yesterday afternoon around 3 o'clock, I'm sewing away in my sewing room. This room, as you know, is in the sort of the bay windowed alcove room in our old house, overlooking the metal porch and overlooking the road that we live on. And as you know, there's the two large trees and the one massive tree that fell, actually, the big huge branch. I mean, a limb the size of a tree fell last week in a bad windstorm. So that got cleaned up. And what had happened was the tree is old, and there is a limb, again, that big, hanging almost horizontal over the power lines. We can't touch the tree. We had made a phone call to our energy provider, Pico, when it happened 10 days ago or so, and they said, don't touch the tree. We will be out to assess the situation because any tree trimming has to be done by them. So we've been waiting. We cleaned up the mess and we've had the hot weather. Well, Truelove Touch of Poop strikes again. I don't know what us and weather related things. I'm sitting here around 3 o'clock yesterday and I'm looking out to the 3 trees that are blowing, the one right in the middle. It's right here. It's feet away from my computer, my sewing room here. And all of a sudden the wind, and I thought, oh my goodness, it's so windy. It's so bizarrely windy. Like, we better go check that tree. Literally about 3 seconds after that, sitting here yesterday, crash, boom. Not the one hanging over the power line, which is like this. The one which was upright, but that big around. I have pictures. It fell again, exactly in the proper place. Although this time it didn't do any damage, but it hit the upper limbs, hit our metal porch roof on the corner. I have pictures. Oh my goodness. So we're like, actually, Ian, when we were deciding to take the tree down, although it's very, very expensive, and it's a massive tree, and even though our boys cut down trees, this is on a busy road, Pico's told us not to touch it. Oh, I don't know what to do. I'm like, oh, well, maybe 3 times the charm. I'm going to get smacked in the head with a tree. Our luck, right? So the one hanging over the power lines is sure to go in another strong wind. Anyway, so we called Pico again, and oh, excuse me. They said, oh yes, we have a work order to come out. Well, I'm like, well, that was 10 days ago. You have not been here. But here, a spate of windstorms have come through the area, just like a swathe. And of course they hit our house, right? And they are going to come, but they said, don't touch the tree. We'll assess it and everything. So I'm like, well, yeah, you better come. But then I got it, the electric bill is in my name. For some reason it was put in my name and my text and my phone number. So then I get a message last night saying, let me just pull this up. Saying, where is it? Yeah. Pico, this was yesterday at 6:26. Ian had already spoken with them at the office and they had put in these work orders to come out. Pico, a power outage has been detected at our address. The estimated time of restoration is June 25th at 6 a.m. Well, it's now June 25th at 10:30. They've not been here. The probable cause of the outage is undetermined. Thank you for your patience. Well, we don't have a power outage, but I guess because Ian could not get through on the regular phone number this time. He actually dialed the emergency phone number. We spoke to somebody, said we don't have an emergency. However, there will be an emergency. If this branch falls, which it is bound to, because the whole tree is disintegrating in front of our eyes, if this tree falls, there's going to be no power on our entire road, probably the whole community, knowing our luck. Anyway, I got that message saying they'd be here at 6:30 by 6 o'clock. They've not been. Oh my word. Anyway, we still have power, but I said to Ian and Maxwell, I'm like, go see if the generator's good and our flashlights and our batteries and everything, if we do have a power outage, because that thing's going to fall. So, but as I said, we can't touch the tree. Anyway, so I sent a text message to all of our kids like, whoops, it's happened again. They're like, what? And our son Dominic, who actually lived in the house that, it was his house that we went to live in and that was flooded. Dominic texted back. Hold up, I'll read it. And Dominic texted back. I said, wait a second. I sent him the pictures that I'll put at the end. I said, it's happened again. So scary. He texted back, you're not alone. He sent me 4 photographs of his vans completely smashed with trees on his property, the house that we used to live in. The house that had a lot of trees around it, but as you know, he's taken down, so they don't hit his house, he's taken down so many trees. So the house is sort of like on a little island now, surrounded by trees in the woods. But the trees that came down in his parking area smashed his 2 vans. I said, oh no, it's so scary. I said, insurance money? Maybe. He said, my car insurance should cover both of the vans. He said, you can't tell from the pictures, but the roofs are pretty damaged, bad on both, and the windows are smashed. Did the tree hit your house? I said, yes, the porch roof on the edge. He said, Dominic said, I was actually standing outside on my phone. I could have been standing under it. All these close calls, 10 feet away. Oh boy. Then I said, Pico is coming tomorrow because of the huge limb over the power lines. And he said, if Pico lines run through the trees, Pico will do it. But it takes time. And that's what we are finding. It is taking time. So I texted a friend who lives in a neighboring town, about 15 minutes away. And I said, oh my goodness, are you okay with the wind? She said, what wind? I said, the 70-hour wind that just came through and took out another tree of ours. She said, we didn't get any. So I just made this swathe across the Trueloves. I'm like, oh well, that's our luck. Anyway, so this is round 2. So stay tuned for round 3 when the whole tree comes crashing through our house. Anyway, I'm going to be sewing my quilt, trying not to get nervous again when I see the leaves go. And yeah, I'm working on this. You're going to get sick of seeing this quilt. Sorry about this. But it's turning out real nice. I quite like it. Anyway, if you're new here, this is a quilt that I'm making. I've embroidered 12 blocks from just a little embroidery kit. And now I'm making a pretty little quilt with my little decorative border. And I'm free motion quilting it now. There is a playlist if you want to go see. Put a plug in for my quilting. Anyway, folks, just thought you'd get a kick, well, not a kick out of it, it's horrible. Never mind, just a day in the life of the Trueloves. All right, folks, please stay safe. We are desperately trying to. Have a good day, everybody. See you later. Love from all the Trueloves. Bye.